Z Business Plus makes managing fuel easy. It's fee-free with choice benefits like 8 cents off every litre, every day, everywhere you need us. Sign up today for the 2022 Canstar Blue Best Small Business Fuel Card. Z is for New Zealand. T's and C's apply.
Around this time every Saturday, we usually head across the Tasman. Going to head a bit further afield now. Our Aussie sports correspondent is Adam Peacock. He joins us from Qatar, where he is covering the FIFA World Cup for Code Sports Australia. Adam, thanks for joining us on News Talk ZB this afternoon, as always.
No sweat. Walking along a busy Doha road at night here after midnight, so hope you can hear me.
I certainly can. Look, as the Socceroos have turned into one of the stories of the tournament, let's rewind a few days. That win over Denmark has seemingly just set Australia alight in terms of excitement for this tournament, if they weren't already. What are you noticing over there? Are there many Socceroos supporters on the ground?
Yeah, there's not huge amounts, certainly way down on the numbers that were in Germany in 2006. And usually we were told there were 10,000 Socceroo fans here. I can't see them. I reckon there's less than half of that, but they're making a hell of a lot of noise and they're enjoying themselves. And Doha is a place that, as we've read, is a bit hard to get a frothy, a beer. But you got to, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So there are places that you can find. And, we've certainly enjoyed that victory over Denmark and looking forward now to less than 24 hours of taking on a legend and a legendary footballing country in Argentina and Lionel Messi.
As far as all-time wins for the Socceroos, where does that one rank against Denmark? There's been some great wins through the years. You think back to qualifying for 2006 and all that sort of thing, and other wins you've had at the World Cup. But is Denmark the top in Socceroos history now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for various reasons. Namely the stage, what it meant, and that's getting through, because last time when we had that opportunity in 2006 to get through, we didn't win the game, we drew the game. So in terms of talking about great Socceroos performances and wins, yes, this is. And then what really solidifies that mark is the fact that 2006 was a pretty good squad. Now, not saying that this isn't a very good squad, it's just the expectations were through the floor in comparison. So, yeah, amazing effort, and absolutely every credit in the world goes to the coaching staff led by Graham Arnold and the playing staff who've bought in, bonded together, and I've said it a few times already, but they've just become a machine that is the sum way greater, that is way greater than the sum of their parts. So it's quite extraordinary what this team's become in a short space of time, and hopefully it's not the last game we play tomorrow.
Indeed. Look, it is remarkable because, as you mentioned, there's no Tim Cahill anymore. Harry Kewell's long retired. Some of the other stars that have been around have retired and left. So this is a team of youngsters and A-League players and a whole different mix of players that have come through from different backgrounds and no genuine sort of superstar like someone like a Timmy Cahill. Yeah.
There's like there isn't a star. There's no Harry Kewell. There's no Mark Paduk. There's no Mark Schwarzer. There's no Mark Bosnich. There's no, guys that have had massive careers in Europe. Aaron Moore's had a very good career in Europe. Nathan Rustic is halfway through what is shaping as a pretty good career in Europe. But, none of those legendary figures that have become household names back in Australia. Now these guys are becoming that, which is fantastic. The more the better. You can't have enough guys that are held in a lofty status in sport. And women as well, and that's what we've got with the Matildas. I mean, easily at the moment, Stan Kerr is the most famous Australian footballer on the planet, and it will remain so after this World Cup with the Socceroos. But these guys are starting to get the notoriety that they deserve as well.
So what chance do you give them, 8 o'clock New Zealand time tomorrow, of tipping up Argentina and getting through to the quarterfinals? Are they a shot?
Yeah, I think so, actually. I mean, Argentina favourites. Look, I said before the Denmark game, I reckon I'll give us like a 1 in 10, maybe 2 in 10 chance. I'd definitely pin this as a 1 in 10 chance. Argentina deserves to be favourites, but they came into the damn competition off the back of 35 unbeaten, got shocked in the first round by Saudi Arabia, high emotional contest against Mexico, and then they got through. So here we are, and they play a style which is hard to cope with, but it's not the ridiculous physical effort that was required against Tunisia, which was a real battle, and also Denmark as well. Argentina play at a pace that suits them, and they'll tempo, slow, and all of a sudden they'll go from 0 to 100 within 3 seconds with Messi at the centre of it. So just high concentration is absolutely required for this one.
And just looking wider, I mean, this has been quite a remarkable run of final match days in group play. It seems every day there's just been another twist in the tail, some more drama, some more storylines that have come out of it. And again, we've seen with the final day today, there has been more and more. What's the chatter like on the ground looking ahead to 2026? I know this tournament's not over yet, but you got 48 teams coming in for 2026, the whole 3-team format. You're going to lose this. So what are people saying on the ground about this? We may not see the like of what we've seen again.
Well, it's up to FIFA to make sure that we can have groups of 4 still, so there's at least 3 group matches that you can go and enjoy. To go to groups of 3 would be heinous. That would be a crime against football. So I don't think they're going to do that. I think they'll go to 12 groups of 4 and then have third place teams get through to the knockout stages. So, yeah, it's all about money. They want to expand the competition. You can yell at clouds all you want. It's not going to change it. They're going to have a 48-team World Cup. So it's up to them how do they configure it. What the word on the ground here is that the last 3-4 nights of football have been nothing short of spectacular, and drama aplenty at the end of it, like Korea and Uruguay battling for one position, and one goal separated them tonight. One moment separated a nation which ended up being Korea going off, and another nation being in absolute despair for the next week, maybe longer, in Uruguay. So, yeah, they are going to tinker with it, and just how they actually tinker with it will be the key.
Adam Peacock with us from Code Sports. Just finally, Adam, look, you're obviously on the ground in Qatar and doing a great job over there. What are the vibes you're hearing from back home? Because some of the footage looks absolutely bonkers from the likes of Fed Square and beyond. Is the country going to be rising up early Sunday morning and as one watching this?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, the place will go off. And it's great. More of it. Like, football needs it in our country, a bit like there in New Zealand. It's not the biggest thing in town. It need all the help we can get, and it's fantastic that it's dominating and showing Australia what this is all about. Like, you know, we lock ourselves away in our big little country down there, as I call it, and kind of shelter ourselves with a bit of rugby league and a bit of cricket and a bit of AFL. Great sport, but then you take on the world with this, and we do it once every 4 years with the Olympic Games, and yeah, we're doing it once every 4 years with men and women here at World Cups, and we're going to host one with you guys next year with the women. We're performing on the stage with the men at the moment. It's great to see, and it just fills me with pride that and just get so excited for the game that it's an opportunity to be capitalised on. Hopefully we can to push the sport forward in Australia.
Well, it's going to be an extraordinary morning tomorrow morning. Enjoy every moment of it. Adam Peacock, thank you for joining us here on News Talk ZB. Appreciate it.
All good. Have a good one.
The Football World Cup's the biggest sporting event in the world, and you can keep up with the play with me, Jason Pine, and my good mate and former All White David Choate on Football Fever. Listen daily throughout the World Cup as we bring you all the action from Qatar. Choate and I love football. We can't wait for the World Cup to get underway. So join us as we live through all the goals, all the drama, all the glory. Download Football Fever from iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.